May I have your leftovers, sir? But when the millionaire looked into her eyes, a miracle happened. Before we dive in this story, hit the comments and tell us your city or country. Let's see how far this story reaches. If you like the video, please subscribe. He was finishing his steak at a high-end rooftop restaurant when a voice startled him. May I have your leftovers, sir? It came from a young black girl, shivering, barefoot, no more than 8 years old. Diners around her rolled their eyes, security moved in, and the waiter scoffed. But something made the millionaire freeze. Her eyes, wide, tired but not defeated, pierced right through him. She wasn't begging. She was surviving. That moment would spark a decision that no one saw coming. What happens when one small act opens the door to a miracle? Watch until the end. This one will stay with you. Christopher Langston wasn't just any millionaire. He was a man rebuilt. After losing everything in the 2008 crash, he'd fought his way back through tech, smarter this time, humbler. He wasn't into flashy suits or yachts anymore. He came here to think, to remind himself where he'd come from. That's when he saw her, a child alone on the edge of the wealth and waste. The restaurant buzzed with laughter, wine, and plates still half full. She walked unnoticed until him. Something about her, her quiet, careful presence, cut through the noise. She wasn't dirty, but her coat was too thin. Her shoes were gone. She didn't ask for money, just leftovers. And in that moment, something shifted in Christopher because he recognized that look. Not from her, but from the mirror, all those years ago. Security tried to grab her by the shoulder, muttering, "Get out, kid." A couple nearby sneered. "Where's her mother?" said one. But Christopher stood up, calm, firm. "She's with me." Gasps, whispers, then silence. He walked her to his table, offered the chair. She didn't sit, just stood there, wide-eyed, unsure. "What's your name?" he asked. "Ariel," she whispered. The waiter returned, annoyed. "Sir, we don't allow—" Christopher raised a hand. "Bring 2 meals. Anything she wants." The waiter hesitated, then obeyed. Ariel didn't say much. She ate slowly, carefully. Every bite was like it mattered, and it did. In between bites, she spoke. She'd been in and out of shelters. Her mom had vanished a year ago. She was living behind an old laundromat picking up scraps. No school, no guardian, just survival. Christopher listened, really listened. He didn't feel pity. He felt purpose. He didn't leave a tip that night. He left with a child. 2 days later, the news broke. Millionaire tech investor adopts homeless child. He met at restaurant. People thought it was PR. They thought it was a stunt, but it wasn't. Christopher had met with social workers, lawyers, therapists. He found her a doctor. I enrolled her in a private school. I bought her a bed, books, safety. And for the first time in years, Ariel smiled like a child, not a survivor. At his next tech keynote, he introduced her with the words, "This is my daughter." The crowd fell, silent, not because she didn't belong, but because she did. Years passed. Ariel grew up confident, educated, and empowered. She graduated at the top of her class, spoke on national platforms about child homelessness, and started a foundation that provided shelter and schooling for thousands. She never forgot that night. The cold, the hunger, the way people looked at her like she was invisible. But one man looked and saw. Christopher never called it a miracle. He called it listening, not with ears, but with empathy. Because behind every "May I have your leftovers" is a story waiting to be heard. So the question is, in a world so quick to look away, will you be the one who sees? If you enjoyed this story and thought it provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done in this situation? Your support helps bring more eye-opening stories to life.